You ever fucking blow up a toilet on a plane?
I don't think I ever have.
Man.
That's what we should do. We should buy out all the first class seats on a plane full of some annoying people.
Yep.
And then it's all dudes with Crohn's.
Yeah.
And we just feed them straight chili and cheese
and
for
dairy.
2 days before that.
Make them drink milk with it. I was on a flight on Saturday, and that was the first time I've seen a blown-up toilet where it went out the back and up. So the back of the wall had shit on it.
Oh, yeah, they're sitting down and they can't hold it anymore?
Yeah, it just couldn't. Obviously, they were struggling, whoever it was, right? And the whole back of it, the seat was it was shot out backwards. And it was a mixture of like, oh my God, did somebody throw up or did they just shit backwards? And what were they eating? I actually leaned in closer to get a final determination. I don't really know why. But once I got closer to it and I looked, because it was older. It wasn't like it was fresh. I had determined that it was shit and not puke because that brown couldn't have come out of your mouth. It would have been more of an orangish. And I just wondered what that person was thinking once they saw it and they reacted to it. Because they didn't bother to clean it off at all.
I wouldn't have.
No,
but
I wouldn't have.
If it was that old, so the flight attendants, they in between flights, probably they're just like,
they pieced out as well.
I don't get paid enough for this shit.
And the flight was late, huge shock, so it was delayed. And most of these people, this was Austin to LAX.
So it was American Airlines.
No, Delta goes there, American Spirit. There's a bunch of them now. But on this flight, they were late, and so my assumption was one of the stews, as I like to call the stewardesses, probably made the assessment of, man, I don't really feel like spending $15-20 on cleaning this off. I'll just kind of leave it and let it dry, and that's somebody else's problem once I make that flight back.
Yeah.
Because they had bitched when we got on the plane that since it was late, they still had one more pickup from L.A. back to Austin, and then they were home. So I was like, it's a smart move. I would have done it too.
No, I don't blame them. I did have one experience similar to that, but a little bit different. It was like one of the very few times I'd never fly first class. And
Why is that?
It's just not worth the money to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my platinum card got me automatic first class, I'd do it all day.
All right.
But it's just not worth it. And one of the times I had connecting flights, super short time, so I was like, you know what, whatever, it's worth the extra $100. I'm just going to do it and not have to stress about making the connection flight or anything like that. And I was sitting in the aisle, very first seat on the right side if you're looking at the cockpit. Mm-hmm. Little Indian lady goes inside while people are boarding the plane, goes inside the bathroom, and just puts her foot at the door and starts taking a fat shit with the door propped open.
Oh, for the smell, because she couldn't take the smell.
No, like before. She straight up propped the door, took off, sat down, started taking a shit, and just hanging out.
That's her kink.
Maybe.
She likes to shit in front of people.
It's a power move for sure if you're going to do that.
Yeah, but you got to be able to maintain eye contact with at least one person in the crowd.
No, she could see all first class, so I didn't know if it was booked and she was pissed off she couldn't get a first class ticket.
Well, here's the thing. That mirror to the left and up in first, you can definitely see your whole cabin there. So I understand that. Now, when we're talking Indian, are we talking Native American? We're talking the actual country of India.
The actual country.
Okay, so that's a curry shit.
Yeah, and
that one's going to be a deep cut.
Oh, it was rough, and she was. I felt bad for the lady because it was an older lady, and whenever the flight attendant.
Why did you feel bad for her?
Whenever the flight attendants went to try and close the door and help her, she was just confused. She was like, "Why are you coming in my personal space while I shit?" It's because you're shitting with the door open, lady.
Shitting with the door open. Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're from Calcutta, you're not used to having privacy while you dump out. So
no.
maybe she felt lonely.
Yeah, and that was maybe she wanted to go home. That was her piece of home right there. And when you go to India, as I've been told, because I've never been there, everyone says that place smells like shit in every single step of that country.
So like New York City.
New York is more of a urine smell. It's a hard urine. So is Philly.
I can get that.
Philly and New York, it's a hard urine smell. It's not really a dump out smell.
Especially, so summertime, it kind of dries up when it gets dry and hot there. But once it starts, like this part of the year, when it starts raining again, it rehydrates all the fucking urine. Mm-hmm. And there's a 2 or 3 week period where even in modern, clean New York, through the mid-2000s, it still smelled like pee. They cleaned it up for a while.
They did, and it was fine. But when I lived there and I went to grad school there, the first thing I was told was don't wear flip-flops or sandals And I was like, why? And they were like, dude, your feet will be black and it'll just be shit, piss, like all kinds of stuff in the streets. And I tested out the theory one day. I walked to class with flip-flops on and came back, and they were 100% correct.
I usually wear ice skates.
Yeah.
To get that extra lift.
You have to.
You know what I mean?
You got to.
I mean, it's hard to walk like that, but it's better than having poo on your feet.
Sure is. Sure is. And if you got poo on your feet, you might as well start drinking some 8% seltzers. We're happy to announce we are in how many locations, Bob, in Florida now?
Let me zoom out because I have it zoomed in and it doesn't say.
We're in a lot now.
21.
21.
Yeah,
and then how many in Tennessee now?
100.
100 in Tennessee.
And then there's like one in North Carolina, maybe? Or is this in the corner
Whoa,
of Tennessee?
Pop it up. I don't know.
No, it's in the corner of Tennessee. The map's just reading it weird.
Okay, great.
This is just
Where is it? Black Bear Wine and Spirits and
Yeah.
Express Wine and Spirits. And that's in Greenville, Tennessee and Mountain City, Tennessee. That's fun. So we signed a deal with the biggest booze distributor in the entire Southeast. How do we say what that is, D'Anthony?
You don't need to. Just go to the website. Go to hardaf.com.
hardafseltzer.com and click on the store locator.
If you go to hardaf.com, you might see something that you don't want to see. I don't actually know. Let me go to
I
that
don't
site and see
either.
what that
But go to
is.
hardafseltzer.com. Click on the store locator. It is the biggest distributor in all of the Southeast.
It's nothing.
It is totally awesome, and we love them. They have some grapes on their sign, and we were in all of those stores, which is a big deal for us. So if you're in Florida, please go and visit all those locations. Buy as many as you can for the holidays because they're coming up. I looked at the old calendar this morning, and I was like, holy shit, dude. Thanksgiving's in 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a big cooker, obviously. What do? You you go beer can, chicken?
No,
What do you do?
Spatchcock.
Spatchcock. What the fuck is that?
It's basically where you remove the backbone out of the bird that you're cooking.
And then you fuck it.
No.
Okay.
That
Do you have the option?
That comes later.
But do you have the option pre? I wouldn't do it afterwards. That's too dry.
No. So you do it once you remove the breastplate.
Okay.
So it lays down a little bit flatter and you don't have any interference going on.
But you're going mish with that thing.
Well, prone, right? Like on there, you put the chicken on its belly.
Okay.
And fuck it from behind.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So but if you take so basically spatchcock, you're removing the backbone
Yep.
and then separating it. And a lot of times people leave the breastplate in, but you can actually run a knife across it and then just pull the breastplate out, and it lays the bird out flat. So instead of having this giant odd-shaped thing that cooks way unevenly, whenever you spatchcock it, a 15-pound turkey is going to be this big.
Sure.
So it cooks super evenly, cooks super fast, and it's awesome and juicy. But before you cook it, you can lay it out like that and then have some fun.
When are we going to get past turkey on Thanksgiving? When is that going to be over?
I always make prime rib.
So a lot of people do that for Christmas, actually, for prime rib for Christmas.
I make prime rib for both because eating a bird is like really close to eating a fish, and fish is basically a vegetable, and vegetables are pointless.
Right. I feel the same way about turkey. Everybody's trying to sex it up. The only thing that I haven't had left is a deep fried turkey or a turducken I've never had. But I'm ready to move on from turkey in general. I like a turkey sandwich, from like, God damn it, Jersey Mike's. I'll go with Jersey Mike's, right? All goddamn day long.
Well, that's not like, so that's turkey that's been ground into a powder basically and reassembled into a big slab of turkey
Yes,
meat.
and that's why I like it, is because it's got other shit in there than just turkey. Turkey on its own is kind of fucking worthless.
No, smoked turkey is really nice.
Yeah,
I've had a smoked turkey. It was
you do
just
it right.
okay. It was just okay.
Come over to the house.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, fine. We're actually doing snow crab legs.
Are you really? So there we
this
go.
Thanksgiving.
So
So,
if you go snow crab legs, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I don't mind a food that you can turn into a weapon if you need to.
Yeah.
Like T-bone, steak, porterhouse.
Sure.
Right? Crab leg. You can stab somebody in the fucking face with that thing.
Scratch their goddamn eyes out.
I mean, you're not doing too much with a turkey.
No.
The breastbone, whenever you pull it out, it's like a T-bone. You can stab someone with
it's
it.
not nearly as hard as a
Yeah, that thing will snap on a bigger body.
Yeah.
You're trying to stab a Samoan with that, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to cut through that belly.
Well, I need to get through the person's breastplate probably to get into their heart. with
Exactly.
that thing.
That's not going to do it for you.
Yeah.
No.
But snow crab legs are sweet. We're in Texas, though. Where the fuck are you getting those?
I don't know yet. Apparently, I told my nephew 2 years ago that we could do whatever the fuck we wanted at my house because it was my house,
Sure.
and not my sister's house. So he said he wanted snow crab. So I got a text last week and was like, "Hey,
Joe's ships.
hope you can find it."
Yeah, Joe's ships.
And how old is this guy?
8.
And so when he was 6, his choice was snow crab.
Yep.
Man,
weird
that's some
kid.
wealthy taste.
That's a weird kid.
My
You better
sis-
grow up to be rich, or he's fucked.
Yeah.
My sister has 5 kids,
Yep.
and I have 0.
Yeah.
And whenever they come over, I'm just like, it's fucking. There's no rules. Y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want.
And I understand that, but if they're
'Cause I can just
not,
give
if
'em
they
back.
don't grow up to be rich, they're gonna look back, and him at 8 years old, and he's gonna be like, holy shit, I never had crab the rest of my life.
Yeah, I'm
Because it
gonna
was too
teach him how to
expensive.
sell ass. So
Sell what?
ass,
What's that?
grill your ass off.
Yeah, you're going by just ass.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's fun.
I don't know that it'll catch. You got to say the whole title.
Okay, grill your ass off. Yeah.
And maybe not in the context of a child selling.
No,
definitely.
as an
definitely
adult.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, as an
Starting
adult,
at 18.
Yeah.
Do you own eatingass.com?
I do not, but I have an I Eat Ass T-shirt.
Nice.
Okay.
On the website, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
on
got
the
a new diet breakdown. It says it's got all check boxes, and it says keto, paleo, vegan, and then I Eat Ass is checked off.
Okay. When's the last time you ate ass?